Welcome back for an afternoon of action-packed bench press at the 2019 IPF World Open Sub-Junior, Junior and Masters Classic and Equipped Bench Press Championships. And we are kicking off this afternoon on Platform 1 with the 83 kilo Masters 1 and Masters 2 lifters. And it is turning into an exciting day. Don't forget, we've got Platform 2 running as well with the 83 kilo Masters 3 and Masters 4. Our first lifter up this afternoon will be Thomas Debicki from Poland, opening his campaign at 110 kilograms. Competed last year at the European Classic Bench Press Championships. Didn't record a lift. Looking for 127.5, but just couldn't get it on the board. And today looking at 110 to open his campaign. And of course, everything looking fantastic on that platform with all those Alico plates, Alico bars, their bench, their plate holders, everything you can get your hands on. And it really is the absolute best equipment on the planet. You weigh an Alico plate, 25 kilos is 25 kilos, and you can go anywhere in the world to an IPF event and know you are lifting the same weight, exactly the same weight as every other event you've been to. And the bar is loaded to get underway here with Thomas Debicki from Poland, 110 kilograms. Don't forget, at this event this week, we have the classic and equipped bench press as well. Using up his time there, just taking his time. And a nice clean opening lift, and that is exactly what you want to see for an opening lift. 3 white lights. Robert King, Canada, 120.
Bar is loaded. Platform 1, bar is loaded. Robert King of Canada.
Well under his best lift. He did 130 last year, the North American Bench Press Championships. Another athlete that competes equipped as well. So this week is an interesting week because lifters can compete in both raw and equipped. And he gets that one up nice and fast. Raj Kumar from India, 132.5. And the spotters and loaders working super fast.
Platform 2, bar is loaded.
Chief referee there just making sure that bar is loaded properly. The plates are up flush with the collars.
Bar is loaded. Platform 1.
132.5 for Raj Kumar from India. And the bar has been called loaded.
Raj Kumar of India. Bar is loaded. Platform 1. Raj Kumar of India. Bar is loaded. Platform 1.
He has 30 seconds left. So if he is coming out, he's left it very, very late. And here he comes. He's only left himself 15 seconds to get set up. It's going to be a really tight squeeze, and I don't think he's going to make it. He's going to have to really rush. And he's timed out, unfortunately. He just didn't have enough time to get set up. And this is when it comes down to experience at these events athlete experience and coaching experience, making sure your athlete is ready for when bar loaded is called. One clue from Germany, looking at 132.5. And he might have jumped the start command on that one, and he did. He jumped the start command, so that will be a no lift. And it's just so important to listen and focus on those commands from the referees. And the first lift is always the hardest. You get your adrenaline's pumping, you're excited, you're ready to lift, and sometimes you just rush things. Nassar Hari from France, 135. Getting right up on those shoulders there. Digging in as deep as he can. It's a quick press command, which is exactly what you want. You want to get that bar to your chest, steady it as quickly as you can to get that press command, and he gets the 135 on the board. Attack Athrian from the Netherlands, 135.
135 kilograms.
Another athlete that competes in both raw and equipped, looking for 135. And handles 135 with no problems whatsoever.
Next, Bruno Poyet from France, 142.
Bruno Poyet from France, 142.5.
Bar is loaded, platform 1. Bar is loaded.
So looking for 142.5. He's hit a 150 before, a few years ago though. And it looks like we have just a problem with the rack height recordings. Yep, he's just going to lift this, and they'll fix that after. And absolutely hammers it. They offered to fix the rack heights. He said, nah, just give me the bar, I'll lift this one, 142.5, and makes it look easy. Martin Hammersten from Sweden, 145.
Bar is loaded, platform 1. Bar is loaded.
$145 in the bar. Just giving some quick instructions to the spotter there, and to demonstrate how he wants his lift-off done. Yeah, getting that lift-off just right can make such a difference to your lift. And trying to conserve as much energy as you can. You don't want to be wasting it trying to steady the bar on a lift-off. Great technique, tight all the way through, straight to the chest.
Good lift.
And he gets 2 white lights. He gets 1 red, looks like probably just a bit of lift off from the butt, I would say. Or possibly, yeah, some little lift from the butt there.
Bar is loaded, platform 1. Bar is loaded. Please update the screen and timer, platform 1.
few little technical issues on platform 1 again here. Just waiting for the next lifter to update. Always fun with the first day. So Patrick Fernandez from Sweden, 155. And he handles that like a true professional, not letting any of it worry him whatsoever. Gunduk Skunja from Mongolia, 160 kilograms.
Bar is loaded, platform 1. Bar is loaded.
Mongolia growing and growing as a team at every powerlifting event and getting more and more threatening to take those top places. He's cutting his time a little bit short there, and he got 24 seconds left to get set up and start his lift. So 160 on the bar. And he gets the 3 white lights on the board.
Next on platform 1,
Sebastian
Poland.
Idzela from Poland, 160 kilograms.
160 kilograms on the bar.
Looking for 160, and he's lifted well above this in the past. Competes both raw and equipped. Has lifted 192 and a half raw and a 240 equipped. And he handles 160.
Good lift, 3 white lights. Congratulations.
And it goes on the board.
Next from Finland,
Harry Vatolami from Finland, 162 and a half.
Bar is loaded. Platform 1. Bar is loaded.
$162.5 kilos on the bar. Stayed tight all the way through that lift, and you can see how smooth that bar rose. Gets the 3 white lights.
Next, Katsunori Sakamoto from Japan.
Katsunori Sakamoto from Japan, 170 kilos. We are getting into some big numbers now.
Bar is loaded. Platform 1. Bar is loaded. Katsunori Sakamoto of Japan.
170 kilograms. Japan has such a long history with the bench press. I see a lot of people around the world watch Japanese bench press, and the head ref just telling me he has to lock those elbows before he'll get the start command. This is one reason we talk about it being so important to give yourself time in case something like this goes wrong. And with all that going on, he still manages to handle 170 like it's a warm-up, and he gets a good lift.
Next up, platform 1,
Alexei Nevikov from Russia, looking for 175.
Bar is is loaded, platform 1. Bar is loaded.
Looking for 175 and well within reach for this gentleman who has lifted well above this even this year. Competed in the Russian bench press championships. And 175 looks like he's just finishing the warm up there with 3 white lights.
Next on platform 1, Remy Perrichon, France. Bar is loaded, platform
Remy
1.
Perrichon from France, 175. Looking for 175 on the bar here. So he lifted 175 at the European Classic Bench Press last year to take first place. And he's opening with it here. And he gets the 3 white lights on the board.
Next, Yasuyuki Sakai from Japan. 180 kilograms on the bar.
Yasuyuki Sakai from Japan, 180 kilograms. Had the privilege of watching him lift at a number of competitions now. You can see how high he's got that chest. And again, referee just reminding you've got to lock those elbows before you get the start command. You know, there are certainly some exceptions. We do have some athletes that actually can't lock their elbows. But the referees are well aware of who they are. And he handles 180, weight's certainly not an issue. Did he lock his elbows enough? No, he doesn't lock those elbows and gets 2 red lights. Laurent Anglet from France looking for 185. He gets 192 and a half last year at the European Classic Bench Press, finishing 2nd in the open class. We're looking for 185 here today. And that is a great opening lift. He's put himself in a very, very good position to take another gold medal here today. We're back now for round 2. Thomas Dawicki from Poland, 120 kilograms.
Bar is loaded, platform 1.
So opened with 110, it was very clean, now looking for 120. Recalling he competed in the European Bench Press Championships in 2018 and didn't record a lift. He was looking for 127 and a half, but couldn't get it on the board. And he is making up for that today. He's put on the 120. That should be 3 white lights, and it is. He's pretty happy with that.
Next,
Robert King from Canada now looking for 125.
kilograms on the bar. 125 kilograms. Bar is loaded, platform 1. Robert King of Canada. Bar is loaded.
So 125, lifted 130 last year at the North Americans. does equipped as well. Has a 160 equipped bench. He's done 162.5 in the past equipped as well. Lifted 135 last year in the classic bench. Again, referees just reminding to lock the elbows. Got a very fast descent. Gets power off the chest, but just couldn't convert. It's quite a narrow grip. It's quite unconventional for a man of his size.
Next, Jan Kluwer, Germany.
Jan
132.5
Kluwer
kilograms
from
on the bar.
Germany, 132.5.
Bar is loaded. Platform 1, bar is loaded.
I'll tell you, these spotters and loaders are flying through. These guys are not getting a lot of recovery time out the back. So 132.5, he missed this on his opening lift. So he needs to put this one on the board now. That certainly looked a lot better.
Good lift.
And that one goes on the board at 132.5.
Next on
Raj
platform 1,
Kumar from India, 137.5.
137.5
So he opened at
kilograms on the bar.
132.5, timed out, didn't give himself enough time to
Bar is
actually
loaded.
set up
Platform
and
1, bar
get
is
his lift
loaded.
started.
Raj Kumar of India.
But he is here and ready this time. They've gone up to 137.5. It could be a little bit of a risk. You know, he hasn't had an opening lift. The nervous system isn't necessarily fired up for this bigger lift. But he's pushed it all the way back to the top. And he's
Good
back
lift.
on
Right
the
leg.
board now and back in the game at 137.5.
Next, Artak Azrian.
Atak
Bar is
Azrian
loaded. Platform
looking
1.
for
Bar is loaded.
142.5.
142.5 kilograms on the bar. Artak Azrian, the Netherlands.
So another athlete that competes raw and equipped. So interestingly, he hit a 145 equipped in 2016. Now looking at 142.5 raw. And he's certainly getting the hang of this raw bench press very, very well with 3 white lights. Nasser Hari from France, 145. Opened at 135, looking at adding 10 kilos to that. It's a pretty decent jump in bench press. This will equal his personal best. Only been competing for 4 years. It's fantastic to see this is such a wonderful sport that you can start competing at any age. We have juniors all the way through to Masters 4 lifters. .145, he's had to work for it. A little bit of a pause in between, as long as that bar didn't dip.
No lift.
And he gets no lift, unfortunately, with quite a few violations there. Looks like his butt lifted as well.
Bar is loaded.
And you can
Platform
see in the replay that his
Bar
butt
is
came
loaded.
off the bench.
150 kilograms.
Bruno Poyet looking at 150 kilograms now. Had a good opening lift at 142.5. 51 years of age. Gets it back to the top. Let's see what the referees have to say. Gets a
Good
3
lift.
white lights.
Congratulations. Next, Martin Hammersten from
Martin
Sweden.
Hammersten from Sweden looking for 152.5. He opened with a 145, and it was a pretty clean looking
Bar
lift.
is loaded. Platform 1. Bar is loaded. 152.
So now looking for 152.5. Just giving some instructions for the lift off there. It's really important in the bench press for athletes to actually talk to the spotters and loaders on each lift. We're seeing lots and lots of lifters every day. They're not going to remember everyone's personal requirements. And it was smooth all the way up, steady bar speed all the way, and he gets 2 white lights to go on the board.
Up next,
Patrick Fernanda from Sweden now for 165. So a 10 kilo increase.
Bar is loaded. Platform 1. Bar is loaded. 165 kilograms on the bar.
Looking for 165 kilograms. This will equal his best international competition lift from the European Classic last year at 165. This will give us a very good indication of his progress since last year. The side referee is just not happy with his feet there. You can see his feet aren't touching on the ground completely. Your feet have to be completely flat on the ground.
20 seconds on the clock, platform 1.
And referees are very good at knowing the difference between feet not being flat and the roll of a shoe. Gets the start with 4 seconds to spare. A little bit wobbly off the chest there, but he's going to grind it out. He's going to keep pushing, gets it to the top. Well, let's see what the referees say about his feet on this one. And the side referees, 2 red lights, feet not flat on the ground.
Next, Harry Votalami, Finland, 165 kilograms on the bar. Bar is loaded, platform 1. Bar is loaded.
So he has butt lifting off the ground, off the bench, and his feet weren't flat either. Harry Votalami from Finland looking for 165 now. Opened at 162.5. Smooth all the way through. Absolute textbook. 3 white lights.
Next, Gantuk Ganjur, Mongolia. Bar is
Gantuk
loaded.
Ganjur from Mongolia,
Bar is loaded.
167.5.
167.5 kilograms on the bar.
He managed 160 pretty well. It wasn't a super easy opening lift though, so 7.5 kilos is a fairly big increase for a second lift.
Loaded, platform 1.
He's just getting his wrist wraps tightened up. Not going to give himself a huge amount of time to get ready. He's only leaving himself 30 seconds to set up. We talk about the importance of time on the bench press. You know, we've seen a few lifters already being replaced in the bar as a result of elbows not being locked. And you're leaving yourself 15 seconds. If anything's wrong, he's not going to have the time to correct that and get the lift. So he gets a start command with 5 seconds to spare. And he grinds through that. Wasn't the cleanest of lifts, so a little bit untidy midway through.
Good lift.
But he gets 2 white lights and it's on the board.
Next, Sebastian Nizila, Poland, 167.
Sebastian Nizila from Poland looking for 167.5. He is lifted well above this. a couple of years ago, so back in 2016, was lifting well above this. It's a little bit tough today, 167.5. Just didn't get the power off the chest, got a little bit offline and couldn't quite keep it moving. Katsunori Sakamoto from Japan, looking for 180 kilograms, opened at 170. Now wants to equal his personal best of 180. Been competing for 28 years, so a bucket load of experience. And it can make an enormous difference on these big lifts. If anything starts to go wrong, that experience can allow you to make a little bit of an adjustment on the fly if you need to. And he handles 180. Did he start to rack the bar before the command? And he did, so he gets the 3 red lights, and his coach just telling him there to remember. And it looks like
Bar is loaded, platform 1.
Alexei Nevikov from Russia, 180.
Kilograms on the bar.
He is wanting to go home with some new jewelry after this event today. So he opened at 175 with a very, very nice lift. And the speed just builds and builds.
Good lift.
And he gets the 3 white lights. A little bit unconventional. We usually see the speed come off the chest really, really fast.
Bar is loaded, platform
And it
1.
gradually slows down. He's the complete opposite.
Bar is loaded, 180 kilograms on the bar.
Yasuyuki Sakuya from Japan looking for 180 now. Missed this on his opener. And some problems locking out the elbow and getting the start command. Let's see if they've rectified that problem. And that looked a lot better. Let's see what they say about the elbows on that one. And 2 red lights. That's a no lift again. And he's put himself under all sorts of pressure. And platform 2 has finished already. So Chrissy, Tasmanian Devil Chamberlain, has come back over here.
What is going on over here, Gary?
Look, it is splashes of green, splashes of red. It's a lovely spring day.
It's a spring day in Tokyo.
Remy Ericon from France now looking for 180. Opened at 175. These guys are pushing to the absolute limit today to try and get into those medals. And we've got a lot of red and a lot of green. A good mixture on the board.
So I see. These are big numbers, Gary. Masters 1 lifters under 83 kilos.
They have got some huge, huge numbers.
It's fantastic lifting here. Oh, it gets right
He's
under
having
it.
to work for it. Just a little
what a
bit
fight.
too much. His 175 opener wasn't a super easy opening lift. And 180 was always going to be tough. Laurent Langlet from France.
Langlet, France. 190 kilograms on the bar.
Leger.
190 goes on the bar now, so he opened at 185.
But I'm interested to see
Sakai from
Sakai
Japan. He's
from
put
Japan.
himself under so much
Yeah.
pressure.
Oh,
That came flying off his chest.
A mighty lift.
He gets it on the board for 190. He has opened himself up a very, very nice gap there in first position.
Absolutely, and what we just saw from the French lifter, and with Sakai in all sorts of trouble, the Langlais may well be able to close this out from there.
Yeah, well, look, Sakai's, he's missed his 2 opening lifts at 180, so he's not able to add to that. He's going for 180 for his third as well. Robert King now from Canada looking for 125, so he missed this on his second lift. Now looking to rectify that on his third. It's Sakai from Japan. He's often a hit and miss lifter. He's a great lifter.
Right.
And if you get him and watch him on one of his best days, he is absolutely fantastic to watch. But he does have days where things just don't come together.
Oh, King.
Super fast descent from King there, and just couldn't get it through that sticking point there. And you can see King has quite a
very narrow grip.
A lot of work on the triceps, and just couldn't convert from chest to tricep there.
But he was really pumped for that lift, and you could see afterwards.
He got so much speed off the chest.
Yeah, he really, you could see him saying, "I'll be back for you one day. I'll get you 125."
Thomas Debicki from Poland now looking for 125 as well. So he has been steady all the way through 110, then 120. He competed last year and didn't register a lift.
Okay.
At 127.5 he was looking for.
He's maybe corrected technique or whatever it
so
was.
This is the competition, a bit of redemption for him.
And he has redeemed himself, Gary. 125. Beautiful
and
elbow
he handles
position.
that well.
Yeah, that's really working for him, that technique.
3 white lights, and he's really happy with that.
He's pumped.
Always feels good to come back and redeem yourself.
I mean, it's difficult for him because he's got really quite long legs, and it's hard for him perhaps to get a solid push from the lower body.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about body shape and biomechanics. I mean, anyone can be a great lifter, but when you've got long limbs like that, you've got to look at different techniques.
It's quite difficult, and if you're not flexible, it means you can't pull your limbs back underneath you. So he's got it stacked against him, but he's finding a way.
Juan Kluwer from Germany, 137.5, and it is smooth all the way through. His 132.5 was smooth as well on his second lift, and 137.5 was just the same.
Platform 1, Raj Kumar, India.
Most of these people are their national champions in their weight and age class, perhaps national record holders.
Raj Kumar from India had a bit of a rough start and timed out and didn't get his first lift.
Okay, so
just wasn't ready in time.
Okay.
Left himself 10 seconds to come out.
Right.
And fixed that on his second lift. He was there, ready to go when they called, and exactly the same with this one.
Yes. It's all part of the competition. Look at the determination on his face. Kumar, oh yes, he flares the elbows out and he muscles that up. Waits for the
top.
rack.
What do the referees have to say? And he gets it on the board.
Fantastic
142.5.
Kumar from India, yes.
Nasser Rai from France, 145. He's had some issues with this one on his second lift.
Yes, I see he's missed that.
Bar is loaded. Platform 1, bar is loaded.
This will equal his personal best lift.
All right. 6 lifters in the Masters 2 under 83 kilo class. This is the start of the third attempts for these men.
145.
Certainly got a great setup there. Chest is nice and high. Oh, he
giving
gives
himself the
every
best
chance.
position to
That
grind
was a
that
wonderful
through.
position.
And you can see his body didn't really shift, so everything is pushing. Unfortunately, Looks like his butt lifted up and gets the 2 red lights.
Okay.
So that will be a no lift, but he put everything into
Let's
it.
have a look here.
Bar is loaded. Platform 1.
May
Bar
have-
is loaded.
Yeah, just at the start there, it looks like his
Okay.
butt lifted.
Hard for us to see there with the black suit and the black bench, but certainly looked like a great
He
maintaining
certainly
the
put himself
line.
in the right position.
Yeah, definitely.
Bruno Pouet from France now for 155. Just getting himself focused, taking his time.
So a bit of a challenge for 4th position here. If he gets this and the Swede misses his,
Yeah, look, the
bit
165 was
lighter.
tough too, so
yeah, okay. So let's see how he handles it.
he's a very, very close foot position.
Oh, it's too
And it's
slow.
just a little bit too much. Just can get the speed off the chest there. Just wasn't really driving as hard as he could with the legs.
I just wonder, I think he felt he was held a long time at the top. I just wonder if a bit of energy was lost there.
Yeah, I mean, and we talk about energy and wasting energy. I mean, you want to get yourself set and locked as fast as
True.
possible. You don't want to be waiting around at the top, holding a bar for too long.
There's
and
a
the same
reason
at the
why
bottom.
Yeah, there's a reason why the ref's holding you. Something's not right. You haven't locked out. You're not steady.
Adrian from the Netherlands looking for 155. He has been consistent all the way through.
Oh,
He's
can he
having to
get?
work, but it's just a
No,
little bit too much and shakes it off.
not enough strength there off the
Just no
chest.
speed.
So some of these guys are equipped lifters, and with a shirt on, they will pop that. Really,
and
it'll pop up,
you know,
and they'll get
it's a very
that.
different transition. Martin Harriston from Sweden looking for 160 now.
So he's sitting in 6th position right now. He's heavier than the pole, who's yet to lift.
Is a great technique. Gets that chest
Oh,
up high,
no.
but the 160 was just a bit much for him today. Patrick Fernanda from Sweden now, 167 and a half. So he missed the 165, but he's out of the 167 and a half anyway.
Maybe he's going to have a little tussle
Simply
with.
because he wants to
the
have a
fin.
little bit
Yep.
of a shot here.
He's going for the bronze medal.
So he's counting on a miss. Taking a bit of a gamble here.
Valtalami has to come out and lift the same thing.
Yeah, if Fernanda hits the 167 and a half, then Guadalami has to hit 167 and a half to hold on to the bronze medal.
No, he's jumped it up to 170 because it wouldn't have been enough. Oh, but the Swede's in all sorts of trouble, so
He
no
certainly
need.
is.
No need. So now
Sebastian Vitiela, Poland, 167.
Voltanami has secured at least his bronze medal, and it'll be just a
And
matter.
now he's taking a push for
Exactly.
that silver medal.
He goes for the silver now. That
And
was a nice little
Sebastian
jostle.
Niedzilla from Poland wants 167 and a half as well. Missed it on his second. Had a few little problems getting his feet flat, if I remember rightly.
Okay. So with this, he'd move into 4th position because he is lighter than the Mongolian lifter, who has got this lift already. But he cannot medal 4th. He will move into 4th, yeah.
His haircut says he's got this.
Oh, wow. It's a great statement. Polska power.
Yeah, replacing the bar again. Fingers were outside those 81 centimetre marker rings. So your index finger has to cover that ring,
And
he
he's
has
missed it.
timed out.
Yep.
We talk all the time about giving yourself enough time in case something goes wrong, and that is the perfect example of something going wrong. not having enough time.
Great disappointment there for him because he settles now into 5th position and he's got no more options to go up.
So Harry Bartolami now with
Sorry,
170, and he needs to put this one on the board to give himself a bit of a shot there at perhaps sneaking in for a silver medal. So he has the bronze medal.
Yeah, this is quite interesting because the Japanese lifter to follow him hasn't called for more weight. So this could really make his day.
And he's ground that one to the top. It should be a good lift. Let's wait and see.
Yes.
Coaches are happy. It's a good lift.
It's a great lift.
So that puts him at a 170 there.
So he just cruises into 2nd place.
And Sakamate has actually increased his to 182.5, but right now we've got Kantag Ganjia from Mongolia for 175.
So the Mongolian is lifting in the Masters 1 category, and he's currently sitting in 4th position. But
And
with this lift, he'll overtake the French lifter who's already got it, but he's got a crack at 180 to come.
it's going to get rather interesting because Sakai from Japan has got 180 in for his 3rd, but he's missed his opener and his 2nd. Now his 167 looked a little tough. So 175 is a pretty big jump.
Big ask. But the Mongolians have really improved their lifting over the last couple of years. Their coaching has improved, their
Great
lifting has
technique.
improved, and he gets right underneath, but it's just too
It's
heavy,
much.
Gary.
He's let go of the bar as well. You can see he's released his grip there.
No lift.
So that'll be a no lift. Now the pressure is on Yasuyuki Sakai from Japan at 180. And we've watched him lift equipped as well in the past. And he is a great lifter. But occasionally, when he has a bad day, he really has a bad day.
So this is basically, he's going for silver or he's disqualifying. Either if he gets it, he's got the silver. If he doesn't get it, he misses out on everything.
Well, he's got everything right that time.
Oh,
That looks better.
Oh.
He got everything right. No replacements. Elbows were locked. Gets it on the board for 180 and saves his skin. So
And-
now Remy Pericon has to lift the 180 to hold on to that 2nd position. Otherwise, Sakai sneaks in there and gets the silver.
so
So
can
the pressure is
Perishon
on
do
Remy
this?
now. So he opened at 175 and at 180 just looked a little bit too much on his 2nd.
And
He's
he
gone
will-
out the back, psyched himself up a bit.
Yep. He'll beat the Japanese lifter on body weight if he gets this. Otherwise, it's bronze.
The pressure is on. He's a very, very close foot position.
Oh, yep.
And you can see this time his foot position is actually a little bit different now.
Oh, he tries
Hasn't made
everything.
the difference, and it
He
hasn't
just
been
can't.
enough though. So he'll have to settle for the bronze medal. So Sakai has saved his bacon
Sakamoto, Japan.
and snuck in there with one lift.
We flick back to the
get the
Masters 2
silver medal.
competition.
Bar is loaded.
So now we
182.
move to Sakamoto from Japan, 182.5 in the silver medal position.
It's in the Japanese Air Force.
Now,
Let's see if he can fly this.
if he misses this lift, he'll drop back to the bronze, I think. So 182.5.
He will on body weight. He'll drop back to the bronze. This is for the silver. Oh, this is for the gold as well. There we go. He's flying it up.
Looks
It's
gets
slow,
it to the
but
top.
did it dip? There
Let's
could
see
be
what the
problems
referees
with this.
say. I think there might.
There were
Two red
problems,
lights.
Gary.
Yeah, there was a little bit of dip. is he actually moved his hand as well. You can see his fingers released. But now the excitement begins.
World record attempt, 185.5 kilograms.
What's happened here?
So we have a world record attempt from Alexei Nevikov from Russia, 185.5 on the bar. And that is not our only world record attempt today. We are going to have another one shortly too. But 185.5 for a world record.
Oh, my word.
And he's had to work for it, but he gets it back to the top. Let's see what the referees have to say. And he gets the world record on the board.
Awesome work.
Next,
Florent Longlet for another world record attempt, 198. He wants a world record as well. Nevikov from Russia gets the world record at 85.5 and the gold medal in the M2, 83 kilos. Well, now Florent Lenglet wants
Okay, go again.
198.
So we've got an update on the Polish lifter who will lift after this. He got another attempt.
Florent is fired up for this one.
Florent,
198 kilograms for a world record.
at 82 kilo body weight as a Master 1.
He has the gold medal in his pocket. He wants to put a world record in the other, but today is not the day. But he'll take home the gold medal. And now we have a re-lift from Sebastian Niedziela from Poland, 167.5. So he timed out on his third attempt.
And he shouldn't have timed out.
It shouldn't have been a timeout, so they've done an overturn.
Right.
And that is precisely why we have a jury.
Yep.
Our referees do an absolutely amazing job out there. But they're human. So we have a jury.
It's also an issue to do with the clock and the clock resets.
All sorts of things
Sometimes
happen.
it's not to do with the refs. It could be that that clock timed out and it started too early or whatever the problem was. So for whatever the reason,
Whatever the reason
Sebastian,
is, he looks a lot more fired up for this one than he did for the last
he
one.
will use that aggression and take it out on the bar, I'm sure.
167.5. Opened at 160, missed it on his second. Had some technical issues, and they overturned
This is to get him
the
into
third.
fourth. Oh,
He's given it
working.
everything.
No.
Just a bit too much. And he'll settle for fourth position. So we have Langley in first position. Sakai snuck in there for the silver medal with only one lift on the board. And Perikon taking out the bronze medal. And in the Masters too, Nevikov from Russia with a world record and the gold medal. Badalami from Finland with the silver medal. And Sakamoto from Japan with the bronze medal. But don't go too far away. We've got the medal ceremony coming up very shortly, and there's still plenty more action on these platforms this afternoon here in Tokyo, Japan.
Masters 3, Masters 4, 83 kilogram lifters. Please line up for the medal ceremony. Masters 3, Masters 4, 83 kilogram lifters. Please line up for the medal ceremony. M1、M4、83キロ級の選手たち。表彰式のために集まってください。We will now begin the medal ceremony. Masters 4 division, 83 kilogram weight class. Third place, Pierre Bjarland, Norway, 110 kilograms. Congratulations. Second place, Daravai Osmanov, Kazakhstan, 120 kilograms. Congratulations. First place, Haruki Imaizumi, Japan, 136 kilograms. Congratulations. Please stand up for the national anthem of Japan. Congratulations. Next, the Masters 3 division, 83 kilogram weight class. Third place, Howard Sturman, USA, 150 kilograms. Congratulations. Second place, Detlef Heinrich, Germany, 157.5 kilograms. Congratulations. And first place, Juichi Isu, Japan, 163 kilograms. Congratulations. Please stand up for the national anthem of Japan. May the lifters please leave the platform. Congratulations. Would all the Masters 1, Masters 2 lifters please line up for the medal ceremony? Would the technical controller please bring all Masters 1 and Masters 2 lifters onto the platform? Would the technical controller please bring all Masters 1 and Masters 2 lifters onto the platform? Please make room on the platform for all lifters. Please make room on the platform for all lifters. Masters 1 division, 83 kilogram weight class. Third place, Rémi Perrechon, France, 175 kilograms. Congratulations. Happy birthday. Congratulations and happy birthday. In second place, Yasuyuki Sakai, Japan, 180 kilograms. Congratulations. And in first place, Florent Langlet, France, 190 kilograms. Congratulations. Would everyone please stand for the national anthem of France? Congratulations. Thank you very much. Congratulations to all the lifters. Next, Masters 2 division, 83 kilogram weight class. Third place, Katsunori Sakamoto of Japan, 170 kilograms. Congratulations. Second place, Hari Vatolami, Finland, 170 kilograms. Congratulations. And first place, Alexei Neveiko, Russia, 185.5 kilograms. Congratulations. Would everyone please stand for the national anthem of Russia? Congratulations. Would all lifters please exit the platform? All lifters, please exit the platform. Congratulations to all lifters.
Okay, we have the referee.